Hey there, bookworms. We're back with another story from Days with Frog and Toad. This one is called Shivers. The night was cold and dark. "Listen to the wind howling in the trees," said Frog. "What a fine time for a ghost story." Toad moved deeper into his chair. "Toad," asked Frog, "don't you like to be scared? Don't you like to feel the shivers?" "I am not too sure," said Toad. Frog made a fresh pot of tea. He sat down and began a story. And there's Toad getting snug into his chair. "When I was small," said Frog, "my mother and father and I went out for a picnic. On the way home, we lost our way. My mother was worried. 'We must go home,' she said. 'We do not want to meet the old dark frog.' 'Who is that?' I asked. 'A terrible ghost,' said my father. 'He comes out at night and eats little frog children for supper.'" Toad sipped his tea. "Frog," he asked, "are you making this up?" "Maybe yes, maybe no," said Frog. Look, you can see little Frog out with his mom and dad for a walk. And there's Toad listening to the story. "My mother and father went to search for a path," said Frog. "They told me to wait until they came back. I sat under a tree and waited. The woods became dark. I was afraid. Then I saw two huge eyes. It was the old dark frog. He was standing near me." Ooh, scary. Look, there's little baby Frog sitting all by himself. And out of the forest came the old dark frog. What's going to happen to Frog? "Frog," asked Toad, "did this really happen?" "Maybe it did, and maybe it didn't," said Frog. Frog went on with the story. "The dark frog pulled a jump rope out of his pocket." "I am not hungry now," said the dark frog. "I have eaten too many tasty frog children. But after I jump rope 100 times, I will be hungry again. Then I will eat you." Look at the story. Frog's getting scared, huh? And there's Frog as a little boy. He's scared looking at the big old frog. He doesn't know what to do. Let's hope that the big frog's not very good at jumping rope. The dark frog tied one end of the rope to a tree. "Turn for me," he shouted. I turned the rope for the dark frog. He jumped 20 times. "I am beginning to get hungry," said the dark frog. He jumped 50 times. "I am hungrier," said the dark frog. He jumped 90 times. "I am very hungry now," said the dark frog. Look, there's the dark frog jumping rope, getting hungrier and hungrier. What's little Frog gonna do? "What happened then?" asked Toad. "I had to save my life," said Frog. "I ran around and around the tree with the rope. I tied up the old dark frog. He roared and screamed. I ran away fast." Whoa, what a good idea. Look how worried Toad is. But Frog was too smart for the old dark frog, and he tied him up with the jump rope. "I found my mother and father," said Frog. "We came home." "Frog," asked Toad, "was that a true story?" "Maybe it was, and maybe it wasn't," said Frog. Frog and Toad sat close by the fire. They were scared. The teacups shook in their hands. They were having the shivers. It was a good, warm feeling. And there you can see Frog running home with his mom and dad, and Frog and Toad enjoying the tea by the fire. Ooh, what a scary story that one was. Good thing Frog was smart and tricked the old dark frog, huh? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with another Frog and Toad story. Bye.